So I have a message to my African brothers and sisters, as well as my foundational Black Americans here, or just Black Americans or Indigenous, whatever you choose to call yourself. Being offended about anyone not knowing your history is upsetting. And this is why it is upsetting. And this goes for both Africans talking to Black Americans talking to Africans, okay? Goes both ways. You can read books. You can go online. You can take tours. You can actually go to the country itself, try to learn from the people, and you will still be told that the books are a lie, even if they're bought in Africa, that online cannot be trusted, and that you seeing the tours and going to speak to the people is hearsay. You can do all that, and it's not enough. It's still wrong. So what does that leave you with? If someone is actually trying to learn, actually taking time, money, and resources to go and learn from the people themselves, and it's still not enough, what does that leave us on both sides? Then it just leaves us with intent. That's all we have. Is my intent to learn, to understand enough for you? That's it. Is it enough for you? Is it enough for you to want to join in community on both sides I am talking to? Is it enough for you to lessen your defenses? If not, what is it all for? If Africans aren't willing to learn Black Americans history, and Black Americans aren't willing to learn African history, and even when we do, it's not enough. It's not good enough. What is the point? Then we'll forever be divided. All we have is intent. On the same note, if we acknowledge that propaganda falls on both sides of the line, so we have been a subject of propaganda over here, you have been a subject of propaganda over there. Why don't we question the history that has been spoon-fed to us? This goes for both sides. What purpose does spoon-feeding us negative history serve? I know you got some history, or you learned some things about Black Americans. Did not serve you well. It does not serve anyone well. We've learned some things about Africans that was spoon-fed us. That does not serve us well. If we acknowledge that propaganda exists, why don't we deal with that and say, I wonder why they want us to believe this about each other. I wonder why they want us to be divided. So then, why not come with a spirit of humility and a willingness to unlearn and relearn? I'm lost, honestly, because nothing is good enough. Perfection is what we're going for. Everybody wants perfect. And if that is the requirement, then we are all lost. And we will forever be lost. Why can't we see the similarities in each other instead of seeing the differences? Why do you want to be separated instead of being together? What purpose does it serve other than for you to feel as if you are better than someone? So Black Americans feel like they're better than Africans. Africans feel like they're better than Black Americans. And when did you learn that? Who taught you that kind of behavior? Is that what you learned from the white man? It doesn't serve us. It is so easy to be offended. Why can't you look at the intent? We have so much to learn from each other. And yet, we are so easy to be offended. Oh, there's one thing wrong with this statement, and da-da-da, and you going on a whole tantrum. Instead of saying, this is someone who is willing to try to learn, who said, you know what, check me in the comments. If I say anything wrong, you know what, she went. She researched, she tried. It's not good enough. So what is? What is?